I'm standing in our kitchen, frozen in shock, as my wife's angry words hang in the air like a challenge. We've been together for over 6 years, and for the first few years, everything was perfect. We had zero conflict, and our relationship was filled with laughter and adventure. We moved in together, and it felt like we were on top of the world. I remember the little things, like how she would surprise me with my favorite coffee in the morning, and how I would plan romantic getaways for us. But as we approached our wedding, I started to notice that she was getting more and more upset, and I chalked it up to wedding stress. I didn't realize that it was a sign of something deeper, something that would eventually drive us apart. As time went on, I started to struggle with recognizing my partner's needs. I'm neurodivergent, and while I'm high-functioning, I have trouble understanding the emotional nuances of those around me. I didn't do a good job of keeping up the same level of attention that I did early in the relationship. I stopped planning surprise dates, and I didn't make as much of an effort to listen to her. This, combined with escalating familial issues on her end, caused resentment to build. I made a mistake, a one-time mistake, but it was enough to change everything. I participated in substance use with some friends, and when I told my wife about it, it was like an atomic bomb had gone off in our relationship. In her eyes, it confirmed that I disregarded her feelings, and it sparked a year and a half of intense fighting, arguing, and tension. I tried therapy, individual therapy, to work on being a more emotionally present partner. I wanted to be more in tune with her needs, to understand what she was going through. But I dragged my feet on getting couples therapy scheduled, and it became another point of conflict. The fighting gradually decreased in intensity over time, and we've mostly settled back to normal. But I couldn't shake the feeling of unease, the feeling that we were just waiting for the next explosion. We still have tense times and arguments, and the name-calling still comes out. I become timid and quiet in those moments, and my wife says it irritates her, makes her angrier. I've tried to work on direct communication, to not seem timid, but it's hard. I'm afraid of triggering another fight, and my nervous system can't take much more of it. I've been feeling isolated, more and more isolated, over the past few years. My wife encourages me to see friends and family, to pick up new interests, but I know she has a negative impression of most of the people in my life. The small comments, the insults, they've eroded my desire to spend time with them. I don't have any hobbies outside of work or things we do together, and I'm sure it's made me a little bit miserable to be around. I've been thinking about couples therapy again, but I'm afraid it's too late. I didn't follow through on it before, and now my wife doesn't want to do it. She says I should have done it before, and I know she's right. The truth is, I've been daydreaming about life on my own, without the pressures of this relationship. I don't want to blow our life up, but I'm not happy, and I don't know how to snap out of it. I'm planning to restart individual therapy, to work through my issues, to find my sense of identity. But I'm feeling pretty down, pretty lost, and I don't know what the future holds. I'm standing in our kitchen, frozen in shock, wondering if our marriage is beyond repair. As I look back, I realize that our relationship has been slowly collapsing, like a house of cards in the wind. We've been holding on, but it's getting harder and harder. I'm not sure what the future holds, but I know I need to make a change. I need to find a way to communicate with my wife, to understand her needs, to be more present. But it's hard, it's so hard, when the resentment and anger have been building for so long. I think about all the little things, the things that used to bring us joy. We used to laugh together, to explore new places, to try new things. But now, it feels like we're just going through the motions. We're just trying to survive, to make it through each day without another explosion. It's not living, it's not really living, and I don't know how to change it. I've been feeling like I'm walking on eggshells, like I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm afraid of saying the wrong thing, of doing the wrong thing. I'm afraid of triggering another fight, another argument. But I know I need to be brave, to be honest, to communicate with my wife. I need to find a way to break down the walls, to rebuild our relationship. As I stand in our kitchen, I know that I have a choice to make. I can keep going, keep trying to make it work, or I can walk away. It's a hard choice, a choice that I don't want to make. But I know I need to think about what's best for me, what's best for my wife. I need to think about what we want, what we need, and what we can't live without. The question is, can we repair our marriage, or is it too late? Was I right to consider a life without my wife, or should I keep fighting for our relationship?
If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Drop your verdict in the comments below, subscribe for new stories every single day, and hit the notification bell so you never miss one.